Welcome everyone, Farmer Comp here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. And normally I try to keep these all platforms, and unfortunately this week, just most of them are all platforms. There's two that are PC only. The only reason for that is there wasn't a lot of mods, just like usual, to choose from as kind of Farming Sim is winding down for FS22. It seems like they're not releasing as many mods. Hopefully that picks back up. There's definitely plenty of mods that have been sent in for testing, so hopefully they pick up that speed a little bit, but we'll kind of have to wait and see. But anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into the top 10 for this week. For number 1, we have the Lizard SMB40. This is by Duplex. It is 3.54 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 21 people having rated it. This is $5,000 to buy. It'll either hold one 125 centimeter bale or 150 centimeter bale. What it does is it splits up straw bales and kind of does that sort of thing so that way you can put straw for your cows or whatever you need to do. So there you go. That's the little Lizard SMB40 by Duplex. For number 2, we have the Lizard Duplex 627. This is also by Duplex and IMTM. It is 2.17 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 25 people having rated it. This is a right-sided mower designed for mowing grass and forage. The price for this is going to be $1,500. It only requires 25 horsepower and has a working width of 2 meters. So yeah, it's kind of like very similar to like an old kind of sickle bar style mower. It's pretty nifty actually. It'd be perfect kind of for your smaller farms. So there you go. That is the Lizard Duplex 627 by Duplex and IMTM. For number 3, we have the BBU Clement 550F. This is by Christy136. It is 23.12 megabytes to download. Unfortunately, this one is for PC and Mac only. This is 4.6, or currently rated 4.6 out of 5 stars, with 35 people having rated it. This is a front windrower. So you hook this up to the front of your tractor. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen there, that part there folds down, and as you're driving, it pushes everything off to the right. So yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It's a nice little windrower that you can use to do whatever you need to do. It'd be kind of hard to bail behind it since it's pushing everything off to the right, but it's still really cool and a really nifty piece of equipment. This thing's going to cost you $15,600 to buy. Has a working width of 5.5 meters, and when you fold it up to be transported, it is 2.95 meters wide. It has a working speed of 18 kilometers per hour, or about that's about 11 or 12 miles per hour. So there you guys go. That's the BBU Clement 550F. Moving on to number 4, we have the Lizard Junior Vineyard Pack. This is by AZ Bunker. It is 14.70 megabytes to download, and it is for all platforms and rated a whopping 5 out of 5 stars, with 25 people having rated it. There are 2 things in this pack, both kind of designed for, well, vineyard work, as you can imagine based on the title. The thing on the left there, you see that piece of equipment is a nice little vineyard sprayer. That is the TR1440. The base price is $4,500, and the capacity is 400 liters. It has a working width of 4 meters. It has a max working speed of 14 kilometers per hour and only requires 7 horsepower. Also has the possibility to open and close the various pairs of nozzles via mouse control or interactive control. That part is going to be for PC only, unfortunately. On the right-hand side, we have the TF140, which is a mulcher that is $2,500 to buy, has a working width of 1.4 meters, working speed of 12 kilometers per hour, and only requires 32 horsepower to get rocking and rolling. So a couple of fairly cheap and inexpensive pieces of equipment to get you started with vineyard work if that's something you wanted to do. So there you guys go. That's a Lizard Junior Vineyard Pack. For number 5, we have the AGR Famal Slub Z211/2. I probably just butchered the pronunciation of that, but anyhow, this is by Hassel and Rockstar. It is 12.63 megabytes to download. This, unfortunately, is our other mod that is PC and Mac only. This is currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 157 people having rated it. This is a nice little rake for you guys to use to do whatever you need to do. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Designed for tedding of mowed low-stem crops such as grass, alfalfa, and clover. Dried for hay in the field and or raking dried or ready-to-go hay into a long-juice shaft. So basically, it's a windrower for you, which is pretty cool. It costs only $850 to buy. It has a working width of 3 to 4 meters. So it's not too wide or anything like that. Not super big, crazy piece of equipment, but it's a kind of a nifty, kind of more old-school piece of equipment for those of you guys kind of maybe running a vintage farm or a smaller farm. For number 6, we have the Zeter 3011 or 3011 Major. This is by Wisney Games 239. It is 33.75 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.5 out of 5 stars, with 190 people having rated it. This is a small tractor produced between 1960 and 1967, and they are ideal for field work on small farms. This thing has a starting price of $16,000, starting power 35 horsepower, and you can configure the tires, weights. You can add a cabin on it, which is pretty cool, and you have a couple different configurations for that. You also can configure the front fenders, colors, silencers, accessories, lamps, and a few other things. It has a lot of really cool features to it, and if you wanted an old kind of Zetor tractor, or even just an old school tractor in general, this is perfect for your farm. Moving on to number 7, we have the Valtra BC8800. This is by Orton Modding. It is 24.92 megabytes to download for all platforms. This is currently rated 4.4 out of 5 stars, with 107 people having rated it. This is a really cool harvester pack, and I say pack because it does come with the header and the harvester itself. And another really nifty feature is you can configure it to either be a Valtra, a Massey Ferguson, or a Challenger branded product, which is pretty cool. And you can do that for the header and the harvester itself. The starting price for this is going to be $250,000, has 500 horsepower, and the bulk capacity carrier can hold over 12,000 liters. You can change the wheel options, the canvases, the glass tint, light signals, and you can add a GPS indicator on there if you'd like to as well. The header itself is going to be $70,500 to buy. It has a 12-meter working width and it says working speed of 10 horsepower. I'm assuming they meant 10 kilometers per hour, which would be about 6 miles per hour. So there you guys go. That is the Valtra BC8800 by Orton Modding. For number 8, we have the Irrigation Pivot. Now, there is a word in front of that. I'm not going to say it because I think YouTube's going to hear what it wants to hear, and it's not going to be correct. And also, the author has one of those names that I'm not going to say, and Senior Vertex. So I apologize about that. Not going to risk saying it because sometimes the YouTube thinks that you're saying something inappropriate when you're not, and I'm not going to risk it. So there you guys go. This is an irrigation pivot system that has various customizations to it. You can adjust it to either have that cabin at the end that you see there, or you can have it in, I think there's 3 other configurations that are a lot longer than this. This is the 126 meter configuration. I think it goes up to around 300-ish. So there you go. But anyhow, it's 53.69 megabytes to download. It is for all platforms and rated 4.5 out of 5 stars with 88 people having rated it. When you fold it up, it's a little semi-trailer that does not have a lot of weight to it, so it's pretty easy to pull around and do what you need to do with it. But yeah, and if you want more information on this, you can check out DJ does a mod review weekly, and he did a really good job reviewing this mod as well as, all the other mods that he reviews. And I'm sure Mr. Silly P also has a mod review out on it as well if you wanted a more in detail look. So make sure you check those guys out if you want to see more about how this works. But basically, you load it up with fertilizer or herbicide, and you can turn it on, and it'll slowly rotate in a circle, fertilizing or spraying weeds in the field that you have it in. So there you guys go. That's the Irrigation Pivot by Senior Vertex, and the name I cannot say. For number 9, as we get close to wrapping up, we have the Metal Garage or Workshop. This is by Ecus. It is 7.72 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 49 people having rated it. Ecus does amazing work in anything they do, and this is no exception to that rule. The price between $60,000 and $80,000, depending on what you go for here. The Metal Garage or Workshop here, you can store your crops, vehicles, etc., or in Workshop, you can service machines even in the driveway of the building. So it's $60,000 if you go with the shed, $80,000 if you go with the Workshop. There are 34 color options to choose from, 2 big roller doors, 4 in smaller or different sizes, and 2 main doors. Automatic lights outside and manual inside. So there you guys go. You can see this configuration here. You can see on the left-hand side, you have 2 kind of smaller doors, 2 big doors on the right-hand side. You can see a little bit in there. It is a really well done, perfect for any American map. This is a really big shed as well, so it's perfect for you. And daily maintenance is between $1 and $20, depending on what configuration you go with. So there you guys go. That's the Metal Garage or Workshop by Ecus. All right, for number 10, our final mod of the week, we have the Solar Farms Lizard. These are by Mech Mods, 18.95 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 30 people having rated it. Basically, this is a pack of various solar farms. They're all kind of configured similar to the one you see in front of you. This is the large one, and the large one is going to make you $5,250 per hour and has $95 a day in maintenance upkeep there that you have to pay, and costs you $355,000 to place. The other ones are proportionately smaller, but regardless of that, it's kind of cool. I like that you kind of have the guardhouse on the right-hand side and the left-hand side there to kind of drive in and do what you need to do. But yeah, it's very cool. And some parking spots out there. You could definitely configure this kind of however you wanted and get it to fit into kind of whatever you're doing for a game, play series, or whatever you wanted to do. But yeah, and a great way to earn some extra money on the side for your farm if that was something you're interested in. But very cool. And without further ado, that is our top 10 mods of the week. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching. I'll see you guys next week with the top 10 mods for that week.